Assalamualaikum and hi. Today I would like to explain on what is habitat, ecosystem and conservation. According to National Geography 2023, a habitat is a place where an organism lives. A habitat provides all of the environmental circumstances that an organism requires to exist. That includes everything an animal requires to hunt and gather food, choose a mate, and effectively reproduce. A suitable habitat for a plant must provide the correct combination of light, air, water, and soil. A habitat's main components are shelter, water, food, and space. When a habitat has the proper amount of all of these, it is said to have an appropriate layout. A habitat may meet some but not all of the components of a suitable arrangement. Then, an ecosystem is an geographical area in which plants, animals, and other species, as well as weather and scenery, coexist to produce a life bubble. Ecosystems comprise both biotic living and abiotic non-living components. Plants, animals, and other species are examples of biotic factors, while rocks, temperature, and humidity are examples of abiotic variables. Ecosystems can be extremely huge or extremely small. Last but not least, conservation is the care and protection of these resources in order for them to be available for future generations. It encompasses preserving the diversity of species, genes, and ecosystem, as well as environmental services such as nutrient cycling. Conservation and preservation are synonyms, yet while both aim to safeguard nature, they go about it in different ways. Conservation is concerned with the sustainable use of nature by humans for activities such as hunting, logging, or mining, whereas preservation is concerned with the protection of nature from human use.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I want to introduce species in the ocean and the mangrove. In the ocean, for example, fish, which are clownfish, anglefish, butterfly fish, parrotfish, grouper, snapper, tuna, marlin, whale shark, and manta ray. For the invertebrate, for example, coral, jellyfish, octopus, squid, crab, shrimp, lobster, clam, and snail. Lastly is marine mammals. For example, dolphin, whales, sea lion, and dugongs. Second, in the mangrove, for example, plants, which are red mangrove, black mangrove, white mangrove, buttonwood, oyster tree. For the animals, which are mangrove crab, musk kisper, fiddler crab, mud lobster, mangrove tree frog, mangrove snake, and saltwater crocodile.
Assalamualaikum, I am Nazatul Afiza will share about the effects of lost habitats. There are plenty of effects from the loss of habitats and ecosystems. First is reduced biodiversity. The environment may be negatively impacted by the loss of the species that depend on them for survival. Then, decrease the ecosystem services. Important ecosystem services that are provided by mangrove and other coastal ecosystem include protection against erosion and storms. Mangrove aid in shielding beaches from erosion and storms. This is due to the fact that their leaves absorb wave energy and their roots serve the stability the sediment. Next, cycle of nutrients. Mangrove aid in the ecosystem nutrient cycling. The development of other plants and animals depend on this. Another services is purification of water. Mangrove filter away pollutants which contribute to water purification. In addition, increased risk of flooding. Flooding is more likely when mangroves are destroyed, so that during storms, the water flow is slowed down by mangrove. Last but not least, loss of job. Mangroves are vital to the livelihoods of many people. Mangrove, for instance, are frequently used by residents of coastal regions for construction, tourism, and also fishing.
Habitats or ecosystem play a crucial role in sustaining and maintaining the life on Earth. I will explain the importance of the habitats or ecosystems in the term of biodiversity. Habitats are home to a wide variety of plants and animal species, creating rich biodiversity. Each species has its unique role and contribute to overall functioning of the ecosystem. Biodiversity ensures the stability, resilience, and the adaptation of the ecosystems, making them more capable of withstanding environmental changes. Ecosystems are responsible for cycling of nutrients. Plants absorb the nutrients from the soil, animals consume the plants, and when the plants and animal die, the decomposed matter returns the nutrient to the soil. This nutrient cycling process ensures the availability of the essential elements for growth and survival of organisms. The third one is water regulation. Ecosystems such as wetlands and forests contribute to regulating the water cycle. They absorb and store the rainfall, reducing the risk of floods. Additionally, they release water slowly over time, maintaining the water availability during the dry periods and replenishing groundwater sources.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Aqillah and now I will talk about the ways to conserve ecosystem. For the first ecosystem is mangrove ecosystem. As we know, mangrove ecosystem play a vital role in coastal ecology. So, one of the ways to conserve mangrove is by declaring protected mangrove area. This site will serve as a site where mangrove will be not utilized for any other purposes. Next, participate in mangrove cleanup and planting. This way is aimed to engage the local community in removing trash and pollution from the environment. Lastly, raise awareness about the importance of mangrove ecosystem. Tell people about what's going on with mangrove nowadays and spread the importance of mangrove. Ecosystem is ocean ecosystem. First, we have to reduce our daily usage of plastic by carrying a reusable bottle or bring a reusable bag when shopping. Plastic that end up as ocean debris will contribute to the habitat destruction and kill thousands of marine animals each year. Then, we have to be more responsible with our own littering habit by collecting and disposing trash before we leave the beach. This is because as beach crowds is increased, the amount of trash left behind also increase. Lastly, we also have to reduce the carbon footprint by ride a bike or use public transportation rather than driving a car. Carbon dioxide, or known as greenhouse gases, is making our oceans more acidic. This will contribute to the loss of corals on a global scale as their calcium skeletons are weakened by the increasing acidity of the water.
As a conclusion, healthy ecosystems are essential for humans, animals, and plants. Our daily life and luxuries would be impossible to imagine without their services and resources. We abuse the land because we regard it as commodity belonging to us. Author and ecologist Aldo Leopold writes in a San County Almanac, we may begin to treat land with love and respect when we understand it as a community to which we belong. Restoration helps us to enhance our relationship with the ecosystem on which we rely and to become an active member of the communities that shape our region's natural environment. That's all from us. Thank you.